Welcome back, guys. This is Pastor's Coffee, episode 6 now. And we just want to welcome you to another week. I'm Brooks. This is Stiff. Stiff, how are we today, buddy?
Doing great. It's been an interesting week. Weather changes.
Yeah.
Woke up this morning, it was 22 degrees. So, wasn't feeling
Yeah, it
it.
was freezing. It was freezing.
So,
And you're in a t-shirt.
I had to go back and get a jacket. I have a coat. I just don't have it on. I
Yeah.
wore shorts yesterday.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
today,
Felt all right yesterday.
and today I'm in sweatpants. So,
Damn.
yeah. Anyways, we have what is it called? A viewer suggestion today.
Okay.
We got some people talking to us. Caleb Vickery, okay? We both know him. People know him probably who's watching this. So he suggested, how are our relationships with people outside of the church? So people who don't come to the church and you just meet randomly. And then any embarrassing or funny stories that we have. So
Okay. Do you want to go first or me?
you can go first.
Okay. So relationships outside of the church, I think is interesting that this got brought up because I talked with a pastor that was in the area for a long time. He's retired now, but I asked him, and I have my own kind of philosophy on this, but I asked him if you were starting a church today, um, would you rather hire all full time staff or some part time? And he answered, if I was starting it, I'd rather have part time. And I was really surprised by his answer because obviously we're full time. I appreciate being full time, and that's where I see myself for the rest of my life, um, because I know how much time goes into preparing and everything like that. But his answer was interesting because he said the church has gotten so self focused that we're just worried about what we have on the inside, what's going on right here.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if we had part time, they are focused on their job and reaching the people there as well. So it's been interesting, and I've had the opportunity to join a local high school here, Winfield High School, and their basketball team, and it's kind of been an extension of my ministry in a way because I'm starting to get to know those kids. Some of those kids um, have been interacting with me and some of my youth kids, and it's been cool to see um, that yes, this is my job, this is my ministry, but it doesn't just stop inside these walls. So having those relationships outside the church should be just as important to us as what we have going on in here. So it was really interesting perspective um, that I got from him, and I appreciated it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I would have thought that he would have said full time as well.
I would have too.
And
I got
putting
really
in all your
surprised. Yeah,
time, like just putting in all your time to the church, instead
yeah,
of just being like, well, I have to also work my job, also
right,
do
right.
stuff at the church. I guess that gets more people involved
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
More people, different ideas. Because when it's just you, let's just say two pastors, couple secretaries, you
yeah,
only have so many ideas.
right.
You have deacons and everything, but not like full time. So that's interesting though.
Yeah,
Um, I have a youth pastored breakfast that I go to, and that consists of some youth pastors around the area. We meet up every month, just kind of talk on how things are going. It
yeah,
doesn't have to be ministry related. Um, so they aren't technically in the church. I honestly haven't had too many. I mean, just out of day to day basis, going to Walmart or like going to the
right.
grocery store. I haven't really had too much outside the church. I'm trying to get involved in the schools and substitute teach or coach.
Good.
Um, so I think once that opens up, I have a little bit more interactive with people outside the church. But right now, I'm just trying to learn the people at the church. Don't know
Yeah,
the
yeah.
people's
Still early
names.
and
So,
stuff. Yeah,
um, but so far, it's been going pretty good though with
yeah,
learning people in the church, and then um, trying to get people from outside. We've had one big outreach, the Awana kickoff, and we got to meet some people outside the
yeah.
community. But yeah, so
That's
do you
cool.
have any embarrassing or funny
Plenty,
Ministries.
plenty embarrassing. I'll share one. My first, I think it was actually the second time I preached here. I try to make a lot of jokes, and sometimes they land, sometimes they don't. So I was making a joke on planning, complete joke,
Yeah.
not serious. But I said, I told them that I didn't like to plan in a joking way.
Yeah.
Now they took that as me saying I don't plan. So every single time I got around people for the next 3 to 4 weeks, and I'm still getting comments to this day, I still get people say, well, we've got a youth pastor that doesn't plan. That's why we don't do events. And so I've been taking a lot of heat for that. And then the next time I preached, I had to check that. I just said, and I did almost a sermon on planning by saying that I do plan. We have to do things that we don't like to do sometimes. So, but yeah, that was kind of an embarrassing story.
Well, I'm terrible at planning too.
It's not fun, buddy. It's not fun.
Yeah. Apparently, you just get the heat for all the planning.
Oh, good grief!
My wedding hotel.
Oh man! Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
So it totally was your fault. So
it's always fun. I'll take it.
I think an embarrassing moment for me, not as like funny as that one, but like I have like just broken down and cried in front of the youth, which is crazy. No names or anything, just like a two guys just got into it a little bit, and I just could not take it. It was right after the lock-in too, so I was kind of sleep deprived.
Long night, yeah.
And like not right, it was like the Sunday after, with the lock-in was on Friday night to Saturday. So anyways, I just like I did like kind of yell at them a little. I mean, it was they were not doing well. We were playing football and they got into it a little bit. Yeah. And I was like I kind of yelled at them. They said I didn't yell at them. Alvina said I didn't yell at them, but I felt horrible about it. And so after that we go to the lesson, right? And I'm like, I try to start, I just can't. And I just break down. And so it's embarrassing. It also brought us closer together as a youth group.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's embarrassing.
But it's embarrassing as myself that I cry. Like, it's not bad that I cry, but like an embarrassing moment of like, breaking down in front of, because you're supposed to be like the leader. Right. And I think that gives some character to me. It shows how much I do care for them. But it was embarrassing at the moment. So
that's tough. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not bad to break down, I guess, in front of your teen. Let them know your heart.
Yeah.
I think that shows how much you care for them and love them.
Definitely. Yeah.
So, and your heart for the Lord, I think.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So anyway, that was my embarrassing moment. I've had a couple that just are kind of minor, but nothing too noteworthy about. But,
yeah. There's been some more that I probably shouldn't share, but yeah, there's been a bunch. Yeah.
Yeah. There's just a couple things that happen. You just don't repeat ever, and it is what it is.
Yeah.
Another embarrassing moment is like when you are, never on your phone in the office, and you're like just sitting on your phone for a second, and somebody walks in, and you're like, well, they just think I do nothing all day now. Those are light heart attack moments that you're like, what in the world? But yeah,
it's funny.
So, but anyway, thanks to Caleb for telling us what to talk about this week. It was nice.
I'll give you this other embarrassing one, and then we'll move on, because I can share this. This is fresh in my mind because we've been renovating the youth room, and it's about done. But in the painting stages, I had my ABC warm-up jacket, my basketball jacket on, and I was in such a rush. I had ugly clothes on under it. But they handed me a paintbrush and the paint, and it was kind of a rush to get done, and I didn't take my jacket off yet. Well, I start to paint, and I cannot tell you what I did. But the guy I'm working with, he says, "Hey man, those your paint clothes?" I was like, "Well, yeah. What's wrong?" And he said, "Dude, you got paint from your shoulder to your calf muscle." Dude, I must have leaned on a wall somewhere. I mean, it was up and down everywhere, and I still couldn't get it off. So that was rough, man. So if you're ever needing painting done, don't call me. I'm not your guy.
Dude,
I'm not your guy.
painting is just horrible.
Oh, I can't stand it.
It's one of the worst jobs ever. It really is. I can't stand painting.
Oh man, some people love it. I don't know how. Yeah, I just
maybe with the sprayer. Maybe with the sprayer. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. It is embarrassing when, especially because most churches have old guys, right? And old guys know what to do in any situation.
Oh yeah.
Handiwork wise, okay.
Yep.
I'm not a handy guy. We both probably aren't very handy.
Oh no, not at all. Not at all.
You always get like, I don't know what to do in these situations. Like the doorknob broken, I don't know.
I've had to learn on the fly. I've been a guy for everything. Internet. You check the boxes. Whatever you need, I've done it. So
I mean, oh man. So it's embarrassing not to. Because old guys. I mean, they know what they're doing. I have no clue.
It's second nature to them. Yeah, we are. I mean,
we're just dumb.
We need YouTube. Yeah, we need.
Yeah, we do. Oh man. Anyway, thanks for Vic, giving us that suggestion. Trying to keep it a little shorter.
Please send us some in the comments, because back to planning, we struggle getting ideas. So
we are terrible at planning.
Yes.
And to think that we were in charge of the senior class at ABC, was ridiculous.
That's why things happened the way it did.
We didn't do a thing. We didn't do a thing. We had a good crew around us that did everything else. But man,
we did.
Yeah. Anyway, into NFL week picks. Our games now are decided by one score, one win. You are at 70-52, and I'm at 71-51.
Man, you're still up.
Still up by one. I had a bad week last week. I mean, I went 8-8.
Yeah.
You went 10-6 last week. So,
man.
I made some bold predictions last week. So.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. But tonight's a big one for me, especially. You already know my pick. It's the Titans and Steelers.
Is it? It's in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
I'm going to take Pittsburgh. It's the first time I've picked Steelers to win. I'm going to take them. Yeah, I'm going to take them.
I really appreciate that. I feel like we can be on the same page now.
Okay. All right.
We have they ever been to Germany before?
I think it's the first one. I could be wrong. I think this is.
Dolphins versus Chiefs in
Germany. It's going to be a shootout, but I've got the Chiefs.
You got the Chiefs? We're going to disagree. I'm taking the Dolphins here.
Man.
I made a big trade in fantasy this week.
You did.
Maybe wasn't the brightest.
I'm not going to comment.
Jordan Steiner, if he's watching this, thank you for fleecing. That's what he does. It's what he does.
He's the guy.
In a dynasty, it was a bad trade. Yearly league, it might not have been that bad, because Devontae Adams kind of sucks a little bit this year, except one game.
But man, his trade this year. I'm just going to comment. I mean, he's got like 10 first-round picks on his team from this draft. I mean, I just don't understand.
Was two of them from me? Maybe.
Yes.
Maybe. I may have given him Austin Eckler and.
Oh man.
Or Tony Pollard. And
in my case, when I do a trade, I have to give up 4 starters every single time.
It's because you don't call me. That's why. It's always you got to start calling me. Anyways, 1 p.m. Vikings at Falcons. Vikings are
both new quarterbacks. New quarterbacks this week. I'm going to take the Falcons.
Falcons. Yeah. Taylor Heineke, I like him as a quarterback.
A little more seasoned, obviously, than
Vikings.
So.
Yeah. But Joshua Dobbs isn't starting for the Vikings yet. So it will
Right.
be I don't even know.
It's a rookie. I don't remember his name. Yeah.
I don't either. But unless Jordan Addison becomes Justin Jefferson this week, we'll see.
That way.
But Bears at Saints. Tyson starting again this week.
I'm gonna take the Saints.
Saints. I'm gonna take the Bears.
You've been on the Bears train.
I have been. I don't know who Tyson is before his NFL start, but learning that he's from Martinsburg, he is automatically my guy.
He's your guy.
But yeah, I think he looked confident. I have faith in him.
He's impressive. He is, yeah.
So and it was just a bad game against the Chargers.
Yeah.
I mean, defense let anything with the Chargers through. So
Yep.
Yeah. Rams at Packers.
We'll take the Rams.
Rams. I'm gonna take the Packers here at home.
This could be a tough week for us. This might make or break our records.
This might make and break my records here. I don't know. Commanders at Patriots.
I'm gonna take the Patriots. I don't feel super confident about that, but
I'm gonna take the Commanders.
oh man.
I mean, we don't agree. We've agreed on 2 games so far. So
goodness.
Yeah. Sam Howell hasn't had a bad year. He's kind of underlooked.
He looks good.
I mean, he's gotten sacked the most out of any quarterback.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. Seahawks at Ravens.
Ravens are rolling, man.
You can't bet against the Ravens at the moment.
Yeah.
Which I hope they lose for the AFC Northwise, but Bucks at Texans.
I'm gonna take the Buccaneers.
I am going to also take the Buccaneers here. Baker Mayfield has been that guy.
Yeah.
Somehow this year.
Not the biggest fan, but props to him.
Cardinals at Browns. Cardinals have a new QB.
Yeah.
I was a big man on the Joshua Dobbs train, but Browns are going to take it because now they don't have Joshua Dobbs. So
yeah,
the bald man could play, but
Colts will be interesting.
Colts at Panthers. First 4:00 game here.
I need to flip a coin here. I'm gonna go Colts.
I'm also gonna go Colts. The Panthers lucked out in winning a game.
Yeah.
So, Giants or Raiders?
I think the Raiders are going to turn around now. I really do. I think they'll be motivated, and I think O'Connell will be all right. I really do. Yeah.
I'm going to take the Giants.
That's why I think that trade was so bad, because I think Adams is going to pop off now that Jimmy G is there.
Probably. Most likely.
Man.
It is what it is. 2-6 on the year. 2-6 on the year just
that hurts.
It hurts. I legit. This is my conversation with Albina. I talk about fantasy with Albina, and she tells me I suck at fantasy. She's like, you would think you would know football, but you just suck at fantasy. Wow, thanks, Albina.
That hurts. That hurts.
I told her we were watching the Raiders game solely for Devontae Adams, and I was like, that guy is supposed to get 5 points or more, and I win the game. And he doesn't, and she's rooting against me. So,
oh man,
just for the dynasty league there.
That's rough.
Get you a woman that supports you in fantasy. Cowboys at Eagles.
That's a big time one.
It is a big game. Both kind of hot right now.
I have picked the Eagles every single game this year. I'm gonna go Cowboys.
Spicy. Cowboys. I'm gonna take Eagles. Push tush, man.
Yeah, it's tough to stop. Yeah.
You can't beat that. Dude, the fake one, they faked it.
I saw that.
That ruined my week this week too, because DeAndre Swift was on each team.
Oh yeah.
I'm telling you, I just have bad luck at fantasy. I don't suck at fantasy. I just
It's bad luck, huh?
fantasy's bad to me.
Yeah.
So, Bills at Bengals. This is what controversially gave Vic the win last year. This game.
Oh my goodness, you're right. I'm gonna take the Bengals, man. They're hot. They are hot right now.
We've been going
Burrow
against
looks
each
back
other
to
all day.
form. Yeah.
We've been going against each other all day. So, Bills.
This is gonna be a crazy
It
week.
really could be. This is the flip of the coin.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on who's feeling. I mean, who is going to be good that day. So, Chargers at Jets, Monday night.
I've got the Jets, man. There's something about it, man.
Aaron Rodgers looks like he's about to ready.
He's going to come back. I mean, it's nuts.
It's
nuts.
insane.
And if he does, man, my Super Bowl pick is back on.
It could be as long as they make the playoffs.
They just got to get in. I think they have a great shot.
Yeah. I'm going to take the Chargers though.
Yeah.
Smart
pick.
Zach Wilson. Depends. It depends.
Yeah.
But last week Broncos beat the Chiefs.
They did.
And they haven't beat the Chiefs since Peyton Manning's been quarterback.
I saw that. That's wild.
That is crazy because that man is dirt old. The 49ers, these are people on bye week. 49ers are on a 3-game losing streak.
Yeah, I know.
So, and then the Jags and the Lions are also on bye. So, yeah, been a crazy NFL season.
Yeah.
I hate fantasy football, but I love it. So
it's been okay to me so far. So.
It has been. I just don't understand how you get every good running back every year, and then I
traded them all away though.
You did.
Yeah.
So we'll see how this week goes. If I win out, I'll be 8-6.
Yeah.
Pushing for the playoffs. What we do. Now, if I come back and win this year,
it'd be nuts. It'd be nuts. Yeah.
Be crazy. 2-6, come back and win.
Crazy.
Yeah. NBA, how are you feeling this week?
Oh, good grief! I'm on cloud 9 right now. After last night, my boy, GOAT man, LeBron, 35 to put the Clippers away. So I'm in a really good place right now. Really, really happy place. So yeah, looks good. Hot take, but when he's healthy, man, he's still the best in the world. Everybody tells me I'm crazy. Just looking at him yesterday, the way he controls the game, the way he takes over, he's still the best. Even at this old, he's still the best in the game. It makes no sense, but it's awesome to watch. So
I just don't understand how people have seen his signature move for 20-some years now.
Still can't stop it.
Still can't stop it. He stands there, stares at the ball.
He just waits for you. He's like, "Are you going to step up or not?"
He's waiting, dude.
Like, I'm telling you what I'm going to do.
Good. So, but yeah, it's been fun. I've been watching some. I watched the Thunder last night. Disappointed, but that's okay.
Should have won that one.
Yeah, still looking good though. Still a lot of hope. I did not realize that the in-season tournament is already starting this Friday.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be later in the year, but
I looked at going to a game because the tickets are really not that expensive for them.
Really?
Yeah.
So where are they at?
They're at the home arena. It's for the first, I guess, round of it. It's like kind of pool play. But then the championship games are in Vegas.
Okay.
Which will be pretty cool. So yeah, I mean, I'm not. I think it's kind of a weird idea, so I'm not completely invested in it. But if it does well,
so does this count towards the record?
It does. Yeah, it's still a part of the regular season.
So, but the championship game don't. I'm assuming.
I think they still do.
Really?
Yeah,
But
it's very, very strange.
Some people won't play the championship game.
So I think, and I could be wrong. I should have done research before I talked about it, but um, my understanding is those were written in um, as already games on your schedule, and then whoever ends up losing will end up playing people in your specific pool. Um, so you'll play everybody that's in your bracket. I think it's 5 teams. Maybe I don't remember how many's in it. Yeah, I think it's 5 teams. I think it's six brackets of 5. I think. Um, but yeah, you'll play every team once, and then basically how the tournament was set up as those games are already just set in Vegas, and then whoever gets there does that, and then whoever was the lower seeds, the losers, will play each other. So I think everybody ends up playing the same amount of games, no matter what.
Gotcha. But one team wins the tournament.
Correct. Yeah.
Which is just kind of like bragging rights.
Pretty much. Well, what did they release about if they win? I can't even remember because it wasn't a playoff spot.
That would be crazy.
I think that's what they should have done to add some stakes to it. I did see something about them winning, and I was like, okay, that makes sense, but I can't.
The courts are nice.
Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah,
the courts are crazy. So it'll be interesting. But that's
definitely
Friday. That's tomorrow. Or tomorrow.
Oh goodness, it does not. Yeah, wow.
That's what I thought they would at least get like 20 games in, and then
I kind of thought the same thing. I thought it'd be like a mid-season thing around the All-Star break, but yeah, I don't know.
It's what it is. I'm excited for it. Get something else to do.
Yeah, definitely.
The Rangers won the World Series last night. I haven't been paying attention to baseball, but
I didn't catch any of those games, but
they haven't won a World Series before. So
it's pretty cool. It's always cool to see new teams get opportunities.
Yeah, but 147 days till opening day.
Wow.
Yeah, MLB. I saw that today.
That's crazy.
Best to Vic.
Shout out. Yeah.
But anyway, do you have a college story this week?
I'm still thinking on one. If you got one, go ahead and share yours.
Okay. I remember one time. This is when me and Albina were starting to date. This was before we were dating. And since we're out of college, we can say it now. So one time I was down because this is when me and Jared were roommates. Okay. And so obviously I didn't want to disturb Jared from his 3 a.m. video game session. So I went down to the laundry room to talk to Albina, just be on the phone call. We would stay up ridiculously late to talk because we weren't going to see each other on the next day. Yeah. But I went down there, and of course Steiner knew about this, Jordan Steiner. And this is the time when Danny Jones was still on campus. And all of a sudden, if you don't know who Danny Jones is, envision a 6'2", about 300-pound man. And I'm down in the laundry room, and I keep feeling like I see somebody's watching me. Okay. And it's like 3 a.m. and it's late. And I'm like, who is going to be down here in the laundry room? And all of a sudden, I look over to the window in the door, and Danny Jones' face is just there. I'm like, okay. And they run. Okay. And I go back out. I look outside the door, and no one's there. Okay. And then all of a sudden, I see Danny come out the door. And no lie, his feet were going. He had no traction because he was just in his bare feet. And I mean, it looked like a Scooby-Doo chase because he came out the door and he was just running in place and then tripped on the way back in. So that's just a funny, kind of embarrassing moment that I would just, why am I talking about being at 3 a.m. in the laundry room? I also broke the shelf in that laundry room.
Oh, man.
Spilled detergent everywhere. I mean, just everywhere. And it wasn't just the bottles; it was the powder. Because I don't know who buys the powder. Do you buy powder?
No, I don't.
I don't know, but that powder was everywhere. And did I clean it up? Absolutely not. So
man,
whoever was cleaning that up, I left the powder everywhere for them. And so that's my story. So you don't have to talk to your girlfriend at the time to 3 a.m. Not necessary. And don't do it in the lunch room. So
Yeah, that's another good point. With basketball season coming up, I'll just share. I'll share. It's not really a funny story, but it was kind of, I don't know, just a reality check for me. Um, so I had ankle surgery after my freshman year, and was non-weight bearing for 8 months. And obviously, when COVID hit, you're in isolation, can't leave the house, nothing's going on anyway. So it was a good time for that because I wasn't really missing out on anything. So I was just depressed, man. Couldn't walk, couldn't do anything. Not leaving the house, and I get to campus, and I shouldn't share this, but I'm going to. I get to the first couple days of class. I can't remember if it was the first day or maybe the second day. I think it was the first day of class. And my RA, love him. Nothing against him. I ended up becoming an RA and having to do the same things, but it's just funny of the place that we were at. So I'm in a walking boot, okay, and the way it was set up was it was a lot easier for me to put pants on that were cuffed at the bottom, like sort of like jogger khakis, and I had these that would. My doctor actually recommended it, that it would put pressure on that ankle and it'd be able to keep ice packs on it. Okay. Whereas if you just have regular slacks, I mean, it's going to slide off. But the pants were able to keep the ice pack attached to it. So this is week 1 of me able to put any weight on, but I've got one crutch and then my walking boot. Okay. And I get to Servant Center where my class is about 2 minutes before it's about to start, and my RA comes up to me again. No, if you know, don't give me any flack. I had to do the same thing. But he says, "Hey man, hope you had a great summer."
That's what they thought. Always hope you're having a good day. But I'm gonna write you up.
He said those pants that you're wearing, they're not approved. And you've got to be kidding me. So I start giving him my sob story, which wasn't lying to me, it was legit. And he says, I'm going to have to ask you to go back to change. It's like, it takes every ounce of energy for me to even get here. Sorry, no disrespect, man. I'm not walking back.
I'm not going
to change my pants. I can't do that. Like, I will not make it. Like, I've struggled to just get here. And I said, after class, I'll go back up and I won't leave the room again. I won't go to any classes, but I'm here already. I'm staying. So there's mine. Basketball did a number on my body. So good luck to the team this year. I'm really, saddened that I'm not out there. It's the bug's hitting me bad, and I'm wanting to play and get out there and contribute, but my time's done, and on to what else God has for me. But it's fun to look back and see some things that we got to do. But yeah. But yeah, that's ABC, man. Infraction season. And as much as I complain about him, man, to be the one writing the infractions and becoming an RA, I mean, it's just wild.
I still can't.
But I think I was a little bit different than the other ones.
Yeah. Wait, what was an improved about?
So you can't wear pegged pants. Yeah, your slacks can't be pegged.
Oh, like cuffed at the bottom? Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Didn't have that problem. I had about 3 pairs of khakis my whole college career.
So. Just kept re-wearing them.
I just kept re-wearing them. Then when they got a hole in them, just go to Walmart and buy the same one. So I still do that to this day.
Yeah.
I just don't wear khakis often, obviously.
Yeah.
To church on Sunday, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, guys, thank you. It was a shorter one today. Thank you for listening to us ramble, talk about ministry, football, a little bit of college stuff. But hope to see you guys next week. We'll see you.
See y'all.